Hi, Kalti here, and today we're doing something different. Just wanna do a quick video. Today we're not gonna be doing a let's build. The build is literally behind me. Trust me, it is pretty interesting. So I just tried this new mod called Yuushya. I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, but this is the first time I use this mod. It's mind-blowing. So it basically blew my mind because of the amount of customization that you can do to the blocks and the furniture. And I think this is one of the best furniture mods, and I think you should try it. This is basically like a practice session. My first ever Yuushya build was, I think, the seaside house. It was in 1.16. But this is 1.20.1. It's the new version of Yuushya Townscapes. So I built this gas station, and I've always wanted to build a gas station, and I just figured that you can build very modern-ish builds using this. So this is going to be a really short video because we're just going to do a tour, and I'm not really confident with my skills of using this mod. I think we're gonna start from here. So I built this in a super flat world. To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of building in super flat because of how much work it would take to make it realistic. Look at the amount of trees that I put, and these trees aren't even that good. Look at this. These are just, I think these are world edit, and these trees are awful, but I just need some background, right? And I don't think I want to share this map either because I'm not really proud of it. It just looks pretty decent. In the next video, we're gonna do a full-on let's build using this mod, and it's gonna be fun. So this is the sign pole, and as you can see, oh, what the? And as you can see, it's a bit skewed. It has a light. So this is one of the coolest things about Yuushya, which we will cover in a minute. I imagine this to spin, right? It just spins and it just woo! And then some signs, and I love the signs in this mod. There's a lot of signs. Here are the signs of Yuushya. Here you have some tiles. They're not really Latin alphabet, but they're good enough. They look like words. And we have Hunter and some more signs. It looks very modern, you know. I think it's really appropriate to build like a convenience store and a gas station as an intro. And look at this. And this is supposed to be a logo. How did it get so big? So the original block is this. And then how did it get so big? That's one of the selling points of Yuushya. So I'm basically kind of like a salesman here. In Yuushya, you have these tools. So it's kind of like Miniaturia with the hammer. You can basically change the size, rotate. You can also push, and we will cover it after the tour. This is a car. They have a really good model for a car. These are the gas pumps. And then over here you have an electric motorbike. It looks really cute. A vending machine with a bunch of papers and posters and stuff. Sadly, you cannot interact with it. And there's a trash can, some posters, some chairs, plants, tires. It's basically the atmosphere of a gas station. Okay, so this is the gas pump. We have a truck. And over here, oh no, it's just spilled potato chips, and you have more trash cans, some bottles, and then, ooh, graffiti? What? And then this is a truck. I also put this pigment bucket. It's like paint bucket because we have a graffiti here. Whoever's working here, there's like a graffiti, or you know what, paint this with red or whatever. Let's get in. We have some signs and a bell. Bing. Oh, surveillance camera, and then a sign of promos, and I don't really know what this is. Oh, cool. Okay, so we get in. Ding, 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 ding. This convenience store is pretty small. I wish that I could make something bigger. I think this is quite small for a convenience store. Over here, we have soft drinks. We have drinks, boxes. I think these are like, maybe they're like tissue boxes. I don't know. Or maybe some snacks or some biscuits. So I apologize if there's some noise going on in the background. Someone's singing. 12 in the morning and someone's singing. Okay, this is some shampoos and then some magazines. And yeah, and then over here, you have hanging plants, some more hanging plants. The hanging plants in this mod is fantastic, super fantastic. Here you have some freezers. If you've been using Yuushya, you might be asking, why is it so small? It's because I just made it smaller, because the default size of the freezer is like this. It's pretty huge. So I just made it smaller using the tools, and I can walk through it because it's an entity. You have the fridge. The fridge full of drinks and milk, and then this is supposed to be like a writing, maybe like drinks. In my country, they usually put gimmicks, kind of like enjoy fresh. It doesn't make any sense, but it kind of made the drinks taste better, and I guess it looks more fresh than it actually is. Right here, you have some more boxes, and what the heck? You have some snacks, and then some candies, hanging candies. We have some jams, some more candies, and boxes. And yeah, these are a lot of sweets, some more boxes, and then here are some kitchen utensils because I don't really have any idea what else to put. Wait a second, maybe I should put some wine. I forgot to put some wine. Is this a convenience store and you don't have wine? Are you kidding me? Sorry for not putting wine because most convenience stores in my country don't really put alcoholic drinks this up front. And then I checked on the internet. I think it's an American thing, or maybe just a Western thing. Like the first thing you see in a convenience store are alcoholic drinks. And then over here, I think this is the best section in this map. So one thing about convenience stores and gas stations that I like is the foods and drinks. I know a lot of you guys will go, oh my god, you like gas station foods? Well, not really. I don't go to gas stations to eat food, but the fact that there's a bunch of food plus drinks, I think it's quite sweet. And the reason why I like gas stations so much, maybe because you get from point A to point B, it feels like a liminal space, but then there's like this where you can connect with people, TV going on, and it feels like you're connecting back to the world. After like a long trip, you talk to a person, it feels nice. So anyway, this is supposed to be the cafe. You have a menu, and over here some signs. So this is inspired by a real cafe in a convenience store. I will put the picture on the screen. The logo is also green. You can order a coffee or a boba and all that stuff. They also sell you some dim sum, and then over here I have some pizza. Gas station pizza, oh my god. Here's the thing, I ate some gas station food. I was okay. I remember I was like waiting for my Uber ride, and it was like a good 40 minutes. Instead of just waiting, you know what? I would just eat some fried dumplings, and it was good. I was fine. And yeah, there's some pizzas and some, I don't know, some spices, I guess. What's inside? I don't know how they get in, but I didn't think this through. Okay, how do they get in? A coffee machine, a microwave, a stove, a sink, some plates. What is this again? Oh, it's a range hood. Yes, it's a range hood, some lights, AC. We have a lot of ACs, by the way. And a blender, some milks for your lattes, I guess. Here you have a boba, paper bag, and someone's eating. Okay, let me tell you a story of my favorite part of this build. This 2 screens. So you might be asking, why are there 2 screens, 2 TV screens in a cafe? This is the same story. I had to wait 40 minutes for my Uber. So I was there, I got in. They have like this original jingle, and there's like a full band playing the song over and over again with a guitarist, a drummer, a vocalist and all. I remember vividly, they only have 2 screens. On the right side is the band playing the jingle, the brand jingle. Over here is, I don't know, like some promotional trailers, I guess. And yeah, I was waiting there for 40 minutes. I was eating my dumplings. It just plays the same song. I don't really mind it. It was like only 40 minutes, but I couldn't imagine those who worked there. They have to like listen to this song 30 to 20 seconds and have to play it for hours. How could you do that? How could you survive that? I have so much respect for retail workers, man. Yeah, I think that's it for the tour. On top of this building, you have a sign. It's kind of like a promotional banner of a whatever this soft drink is, a soda drink, and then there's this yes or fresh or whatever. With Yuushya Townscapes, you can achieve this kind of look. How did I do this? How did I make oversized blocks like this? Let me show you how. Okay, this is going to be a demonstration of one of the coolest things about Minecraft modding. This is something that only Yuushya Townscapes can do. So how did it get that big? Yuushya have these tools, entity block layer shifter. So what this does is it pushes the block. I don't know much about these tools. I only know a handful of them. I was just using this mod today. So maybe later I would learn more about these tools, but I'm just gonna show you the essentials. So what I did, I used the layer shifter, and then the rotator is pretty straightforward, is to rotate, and then layer sizer is to resize. Gourd of entitization basically turns a block into an entity. So this is a regular soda. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the gourd onto this block. Boom. Right now, it's an entity block. Let's see, I want to put this. I use middle mouse. It's a soda. I grabbed it and it's soda. And then if I try to grab this block, it turns to an entity block because it's an entity now. That means we're successful. We can start tweaking. We can start doing some customization onto this entity block. We're gonna do the layer shifter. So the layer shifter is basically pushing the block. If I left click, it pushes the block on the x-axis. So you have three axes. You have the green one. The green one is the y-axis. The red one is the x-axis. And then the blue one is the z. If I put it on the offhand, I can right click on it. It's y-axis, z-axis, x-axis. So you can change the modes. Let's say I want to bring this model upwards. Let's see here. You have a green line. This is the y-axis. So what you're going to do, you put it on the offhand by pressing F, and then you right click. Y-axis, now it's green. Put it back in your hand, in your main hand, and see, it's green, and my tool is also green. I right click, and it moves like a rail. So what about the layer rotator? So currently, I'm still using the x-axis. So if I click this entity block, it will rotate based on the red line. Much like the layer shifter, I can switch the mode. So let's say I want to make it facing me. I want to make it diagonal. Switch to y-axis, and now just right click. There you go. It rotates based on the axis. And then the next one is layer sizer. It's pretty straightforward. You don't have to remember the axis and all. You just right click, and then it just gets huge. Look at this. There you go. You have a giant soda bottle. It feels like an ad. And that is basically how I did all of these. So this one is actually pretty simple. Okay, but when I did the entitization on this block, it removes the light. There's another tool, and it's called Entity Block Lighter. And what it does, it just, you right click, and it's pretty straightforward. I love this mod so much. There's not really much to talk about. I was debating on making public restroom, but I was too tired. I was like too lazy to do it. This ladder goes upwards, and there's nothing over here, and it's just fun. It's so fun. And because this is 1.20.1 on Fabric, that means that you can combine this with CIT packs. You can pretty much make anything with these tools. And this is not even all of them. I'm not really sure what artificial debug, fine tuner, I don't know what this is. Okay, so one thing that I'm not really a fan of in this mod, there's no Monstera. You search for Monstera, no Monstera. 0 out of 10, unplayable. But okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This is kind of like an experiment because I'm quite tired of doing Let's Builds because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it takes me so much energy to do a Let's Build. I built this when I was like too tired to do anything. I mean, like, if this format works out, then that means I will be able to stay productive even during downtime. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you watch until the end, you are simply the best. Thank you so much, guys. See ya. Bye. 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 Bye.